There he
What's
is.
going
He
on
looks
there?
so far away.
It took forever. Yes.
You're far away.
It updated. It's weird.
Oh.
Can you zoom in? I didn't change any of the video settings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Hmm.
He's so tiny. Tiny Mike.
Tiny schmo.
Yeah. You don't have a pool. How you guys doing? Oh, hey, let's get this out of the way now before we start gabbing.
Uh-oh.
The year is 2022. It's the 23rd of August. And the dog days. And you're wasted away on the North Coast with Amigo Schmo.
Mike.
And Mickey.
He must have rehearsed this. That's why he wanted to go right away with it.
I kind of did in my head. Since you took so long to get in, I was.
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna make my drink.
Upgraded.
I'm gonna make my drink now.
Oh, right in front of us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna try something. You got some bourbon. Kentucky Derby bourbon. Woodford.
Interesting.
Well, I do like a bourbon drink with a little bitters, but and some Grand Marnier and bourbon and ginger ale. So I was told to try. I have tried this straight, Verner's Black Cherry.
Oh, that's interesting. I never saw that before.
And I was told to drink it with bourbon, so we'll see.
Well,
I feel like I should go get my drink. We'll be back in a second.
I have mine. Mine's a simple, just a Addictivo double reposado.
Yeah, I wanted to. Well, we'll wait till he comes.
Yeah, look how dark that is for a reposado.
Oh, Addictivo. I think that's what I have. Reposado. I mean, on my bar, I had that glass too.
Yep.
Hey, this Thursday, A Second Song comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I pre-saved it on Spotify, even though I don't really use Spotify.
Yeah, I don't use Spotify either.
It seems better, to be honest, than Apple Music.
It'll be on Apple, but it'll be like, it might be there now, but
I couldn't find it yesterday or something.
I got something different from. God, I can't even read that. That's what I have.
Oh, cool.
Tropicoastal. Great Lakes.
Tropical beer. IPA.
Yep.
Interesting.
With a splash of. Oh, that's not it.
Love.
The description was better on the box. There's the box, by the way. I brought the whole box up. But it's like calling out to me. Great Lakes, Tropicoastal.
Yeah, that's.
It's like you have to buy this.
Well, we should be in partnership.
Yeah, slip away to a shimmering cove of refreshment, bursting with ripe tropical fruit flavors.
That's what Michigan's known for.
Great Lakes Brewery, call us.
Yeah, but on the can it looks like baking. The print is so small, it looks like Great Lakes Baking Company.
Yeah, we should get some, get some product placement, get a little.
Yeah, I'm sure if we advertise for them, they'll go up to 3. Well, now. We just blew it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of IPA to begin with.
I'm not either.
So
I think it's
right there, it's less than it. Then you taste all that fruit stuff, and you're thinking it's going to be like I don't know, like what we were talking about before from Margaritaville. I can't even remember what it was. Those punch things.
Oh, those punch.
The coolers, yeah.
But then it's got that IPA flavor underneath.
Yeah, that kicks you at the end of it. Yeah,
I think the IPA is a big fake out. People just like it's more alcohol, so I gotta have it.
I just like it because you could say I pee a beer when you drink it.
That's why. That's the only reason.
Here.
Cheers. I'm gonna try this. I like the good old German beers.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Yep.
Yeah, they do. They do. And Guinness, I don't know what Guinness is. I guess it's a lot of barley or something.
Yeah, I have an appreciation for that, but it's still, yeah.
I like it, but hey, good old German beers,
Yep.
Oktoberfest beers. God.
I was thinking about getting Guinness, but I saw this one instead. Actually, I wanted to get a stout or a porter, but they all have peanut butter in them. It's like impossible to find a stout that doesn't have peanut butter.
Well, it's still summer. You're not supposed to have porters yet, stouts.
Yeah, but
Hang on
pretty
to the
soon
summer.
that's
going to be a Reese's.
I want the opposite.
There's probably going to be a Reese's porter coming out, with chocolate and peanut butter.
Right.
Yeah, there was chocolate and peanut butter, but but
I've seen
it was either
stuff
peanut
at
butter or
breweries.
chocolate peanut butter. But it's like I don't want peanut butter. I want to drink it. I don't want to make a sandwich out of it. Even though Guinness does make its own meal, the beer that makes its own meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little too heavy.
Anyway,
Too much for me.
Anyway, so far I like this.
That sounds like a Buffett lyric.
So it's blackberry Vernors, huh? Never heard of it.
Black Jerry.
Black cherry, not blackberry.
You made it sound like a band. It's ginger soda with black cherry, so you can taste a little bit. You can taste the ginger, but it's the best black cherry pop that I like. Black cherry pop, and I'll have it with beer sometimes. I've been known to do that, half and half.
So,
shall we dive in?
Awkward silence.
No, it's all awkward because he already did the date.
Yeah,
should we dive right in?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Okay. I have a viewer question from Brisk 317 or 317. He asked in response to the last episode, since you guys were talking about tequila, he would like to know, what are your favorite tequilas?
Oh,
well, Mike, I think, is drinking his very favorite. Well, I don't know if that's the type.
Yeah, it's the brand. I like Addictivo. It's been my go-to. But I think they cheat. I think they do put artificial sweetener in there, and maybe that's why I like it. I don't know.
Artificial sweetener, some sugar.
Sugar. It's not artificial.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
They sweeten it up some, but I think
they sweeten a little, and they definitely have vanilla notes.
Yeah.
So the sugar brings out the vanilla even more.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm a sucker. I fall for it. But
me too. So there's we're just learning, right? We're just starting to learn about what tequilas cheat and what don't.
Yeah, I didn't think that they could cheat. I thought it was all, everybody had to do the same thing. But no, as it turns out, they can put up to 1% of additives in there without having to disclose anything.
Hold on.
Oh, Schmo was so offended he left the show.
You can go on.
Look at him; he's remote.
Yes, I am.
But no, they can put the additives up to 1% of volume and not have to disclose. So that's what some of them do. Now, if they are certified like additive free, then there's lists around. You can Google the lists of additive free tequilas. But a lot of them do the little bit of a cheat. And I think these guys do. I don't know. I didn't check the list to see if they're on it or not. I guess I should do that. But
what's that?
Wow.
Did you cut out?
I'm sorry. No, I'm right. Can you hear me?
It's little drunken Schmo again.
He's like Santa Claus. Look at him.
Deborah said, "What are you doing, man?" All right, so
he's got a garage sale.
There's the Addictivo Reposado.
Okay,
that's hard to read. Probably
is that double Reposado or just Reposado?
It just says Reposado.
Yeah, I got doppel Reposado.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. So there's a doppel Reposado. What is that? Maybe 6
it's like
months?
Twice as long. Yeah.
And it's probably 3 months rested for Reposado.
Yeah. Yeah.
And straight without resting is Blanco, and a little bit of resting is Plato. And then and there's Añejo for aged, like a
Yep.
year, and
And they
extra
even have
Añejo
they have extra Añejo,
for like 2
ultra
years.
Añejo, and then they have we discovered just recently, it's been out for a while, that Cristalano, which is like a filtered Añejo.
Yeah,
So
so
it
it's
doesn't
red.
it doesn't look like Añejo,
and
but
then filtered to get the coloring out or something. Anyway, all the adjectivos are good. Yes, they cheat, and this definitely cheats. Casamigos.
yes, they are definitely on the cheater list.
But it's great. It's probably overpriced, and it's great to make margaritas out of.
And it's very popular. In fact, if you try to buy that at even Total Wine limits you can only buy 2 bottles at a time.
Really?
Yeah.
That was originally
Casamigos.
George Clooney and not Richard Gere.
Yeah.
And then this is my go-to make a margarita out of it. Cuervo Tradicional.
Yeah.
We're all talking about 100% blue agave, by the way.
Yeah, don't fall for anything other than that. It's got to be 100% blue agave.
And then this does not cheat, I don't think. So this is my favorite, maybe of all time. Gran Centenario.
Yeah.
Boy, my bottles are like almost empty. So this is the Añejo, and it's my favorite. I would say all through the years, it's been my favorite. Adjetivo could unseat it. And I don't have Mexican Moonshine. It's downstairs. I have it, but it's downstairs. And I like that because it's Roger Klein's and it's very smoky, very bourbony. And
cool. So,
but that's changing its name. That's changing its name. It did change its name to what?
Cancion, I think.
Cancion,
Cancion,
which means song or sing or something.
Song.
From our Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, or Roger Klein of Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, and the refreshments. His tequila, which is like organic.
I'm looking up. There's a website, tequilamatchmaker.com, that has all this information on here. I'm trying to see if they're on the list of additive free. I don't think they're on that list of additive free.
I couldn't find Cancion on it, I don't think. But
yeah, they're
look
too
for
small,
Gran
I think.
Centenario.
That's too bad.
Yeah, so this tequilamatchmaker.com, whatever, he's even more snobby than we are about tequila. Roger Klein does not particularly like bourbon, but when he did some taste tests with different barrels, a blind kind of taste test, he picked the bourbon barrels. So he finds that maybe he does like bourbon. Yeah. Well, it was more of a with the guitarist Jim Dalton. Wow.
Let's get another close up of that. I'm thirsty. I haven't had a beer in a long time.
All right, Nick. Mike's looking. What's the
There's a tequila teacher on TikTok now. It's this guy. He's like a tequila instructor. He says, Jay Bear, tequila teacher. I don't know if you could see that. And he's got a list of like recommended stuff, and I haven't gotten into this list yet. But
was it Tequila J?
Yeah.
I'm already following him.
Okay.
Wait, no. He's tequilamatchmaker.com. Isn't he?
I don't know. Is he? I think he's
streams are being crossed.
Yes. You sent me this guy. I follow him.
Yeah. You were already following him, I think.
Maybe. And he sent me to tequila. Yeah, I was. And I already had the app, Tequila Matchmaker.
Yeah, I don't think this is his app. I think he recommended them, or he sends people there.
My lovely and talented wife really likes the Casamigos.
Mm-hmm. And it's not bad. It's just, they cheat too. So
yeah, it tastes good, and it tastes good in a margarita. So really, but I think it's overpriced for what I use it for anyway. And Deborah, every time she says, I got some stuff for margaritas, and she gets a fifth of Casamigos and a bottle of Grand Marnier. I got like 5 bottles of Grand Marnier, different sizes. One's super huge, and you only use a little bit for every margarita. You use a lot more tequila for it.
My other topic was from Reddit. Somebody, name withheld, posted the following opinion in the Parrothead subreddit. Agree/disagree. Last Mango in Paris, 1985, shows huge growth as a songwriter over He Went to Paris, 1973. Your thoughts?
Last Mango, the Paris songs. Last
Yeah, the
Mango
two
in
Paris
Paris.
songs. And the person said that was just the headline. The actual comment was, both songs, besides having Paris in the title, Jimmy wrote about older people who told him stories about their lives and are themed on looking back. Last Mango has a bunch of interesting imagery that makes the main character three-dimensional, while He Went seems to be a bunch of Moon, June, spoon rhymes and doesn't really have much to it.
Moon, June.
So he's critical of the older one?
So
Moon, June,
yeah.
Spinwin rhymes.
So I was so disgusted with this hypothesis that I wrote back in I was the first person to comment, by the way, and I immediately wrote that I totally disagreed. He Went tells a touching story. Last Mango was a bunch of puns. And I wrote in such haste that I kind of regret what I wrote because I don't actually agree with it. Last Mango only has a couple puns. It's not a bunch of puns, but I was just trying to be nasty. So,
well, you should go back there. You know what? I said that too quick.
Because there are only 2 puns that I can think of: the Last Mango in the title, and also the first Fast Boat to China, which is a play on the Frank Lesser song that Jimmy did on Somewhere Over China. But I mean, I'm practically I'm close to offended by that person's statement. So
really,
I have a feeling that we're all going to agree, but I just wanted to see what you guys thought.
Well, it's just like, his opinion, man.
Well, it's probably a younger fan, right? Probably a newer fan.
Well, they're using Reddit, so.
Well, you know what? Last Mango's still an old fan, right?
Yeah, true, but
it's a long time ago. It's only
not to us.
Well, he's doing it in concert right now, so I mean, it's still current as far as that goes.
That's true. Well, He Went to Paris. Isn't that what Bob Dylan gave a thumbs up to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
singing with Joan Baez.
So yes,
which is right. Also in pretty much the current rotation of songs for this tour. He's doing both those songs on quite a few shows this year. But
it's a story. I mean, it's a
I don't know. They don't really match. I don't know, because the word Paris is in both of them. I don't know.
Well, like the guy said, they're both an older person is telling Jimmy about their life.
I would say this. I forgot what I was going to say.
you would, Joe? Joe, you would really say that?
I seriously.
I'll never be able to argue that. I mean, debate.
He would say this.
It would have put this to bed.
Yep. Too bad you couldn't remember it. We were on a roll there. He was about to do a body slam, and then. Well,
I know. And I just.
I also don't think he can pick on the rhymes in He Went to Paris over. And cite that Last Mango in Paris has like much better rhymes because they're pretty simple too. When you look at it,
I got actress named Kim.
Yeah, rhyming Swiss Army knife with wife and other stuff like that. I can't go through all the lyrics right now because I'm a can and a half in. So, but anyway, I mean, and I think that He Went to Paris tells a much more interesting story than Last Mango in Paris. I mean, this is a guy who's at the end of his life, and he's giving Jimmy kind of the secret of life, and the secret of life is to live it, and that's an amazing thing to say in a song, in like four verses and 2 choruses, and I just don't get that with He Went with with Last Mango in Paris. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah,
And and I think actually when I was listening to it in concert, these last concert roundups that I've been editing, I think Last Mango is greatly improved by having the La Vie Dansante ending stuck on it, because that's even more moving than the actual song, the Last Mango
it
song.
is. The juxt.
So what I'm basically
text,
saying is, screw that guy.
Now,
Or
Last
person.
Mango, that really is kind of, it started, it's a joke song, really, right? It's kind of, it's a
about
takeoff of Last
isn't it?
Tango in Paris. It's right.
Yeah,
Not story wise,
it's-
but the line,
Mhm.
you know, Last Mango in Paris, Last Tango in Paris.
And isn't it about the bartender? You know, his stories or whatever.
That's
no?
He Went to Paris, isn't it? Oh no, I'm thinking of Pirate Looks at 40. Never mind.
See, well, Pirate looks at 40 is better than both.
Well, it's
Yeah, it
Captain Tony, right? Isn't it Captain Tony?
Captain Tony, yes.
Yeah. Is it though?
I couldn't remember that. I thought
It's the word upon his on the
or
dingy wall at Captain
at
Tony's.
Captain Tony's, and he's at Captain
I don't
Tony's.
think he
But I don't
said
know if
his
he's
dingy wall. He said the dingy wall because he's at Captain Tony's.
right. I don't know if.
That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
you're right. You're right. We don't know if it's Captain Tony.
And then the
telling
guy
this or
disappears
somebody.
right before Buffett's eyes. So either Captain Tony's magical and can apparate in different places, then that's okay. But otherwise, I would think that that's it. The guy told his story and he just evaporated.
Yeah, well, I always thought it was kind of like that. I thought it was Captain Tony. Then he did, you know, he did.
Yeah, I thought he talked about Key West, and they, you know, I thought that's when he started talking about Key West, and they voted their bartender mayor, stuff like that.
See, my other question about this, now that I thought of it, is the words on the dingy wall. Did those come before the song or after the song? Because I've never seen them. I've only seen photographs of them.
I've seen them, but I assumed they were written there. Or I wonder if Buffett just wrote them there when he wrote the song.
Or did Buffett write them there? Did somebody else write them there after the song?
Yeah.
Or did Jimmy get the idea from this thing on the wall? Was it already there?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, this
I kind of doubt it, though. I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, who's going to write that?
Yeah, but then why would he?
I thought you guys would know. I thought there'd be like an urban legend about it. Maybe the words appeared when the guy disappeared into the ether. Then the words appeared on the wall.
Yeah. Sounds like Jimmy's supplier was also in that bar for his hallucinogens.
So those are the two little topics that I came across.
We didn't come to. He Went to Paris is much more classic, because that was that's part of the foundation of Buffett.
Yeah, I was really surprised that this.
Sure,
he's very questioning that song.
Yeah, that's a very serious, emotional song. Last Mango in Paris is kind of like a funny, you know, he's some homage to Captain Tony. It's a little takeoff, you know, Last Mango, blah blah. It's kind of silly.
And Buffett definitely grew from He Went to Paris as a songwriter, but Last Mango, frankly, he was a little bit starting autopilot, and it's a real good song. But he's like, this sounds like a Jimmy Buffett song in his head, and he did it. Whereas back then, He Went to Paris, then he was writing on his beach, trying to reason with hurricane season, and all these, you know, these songs came out. And Last Mango was after Son of a Sailor, or Manana.
Yeah,
he's talking about trying to write some songs because the new album's old. Yeah. He's fresh out of tunes, and you know, he was really writing. And Last Mango, so in a way, he's hitting the pinnacle of his writing, but it's not like He Went to Paris is more foundational.
That's what I should have typed.
Yeah, see?
Plus, Last Mango is just a bunch of puns.
No, I don't.
I saw
that.
I heard that. I heard that. Someone told me that. I've been doing.
Whoever wrote that's an idiot.
My poor guy. I appreciate the question. I appreciate posing the question.
I view it as clickbait.
We should be doing stuff like that. Yeah, I guess
we should be. Yeah, you're right. We should be putting clickbait out there so we can have these discussions.
What was that?
Amber's making fun of me because I'm wearing my. She says I'm wearing my pilot's headset.
yeah. That means she's jealous.
Yes, exactly.
Envious. I wish I had a reason to wear my pilot's headset.
Roger, over.
Well, we could turn our. Well, I got some ideas. I'll be
He's
saying
got
the same
ideas.
thing a month from now. Next
Exactly.
month.
I got some ideas. Gonna make it happen.
Number 1, Coasties. Number 2,
The Coasties. Yeah, that's that was a good one. Never came to fruition.
We're just riffing right now. We're workshopping things. And then
Blue Sky.
For years.
yeah, the Coasties. Yeah.
We're still working that out.
I tell you what, once we do the Coasties, it's going to be epic.
We're still hashing out the details.
We'll have to lock ourselves in a room for a month each to try to pick out the Coasties.
Speaking of locking ourselves in a room, do you remember when Turbo Ocho came out and we were planning on just going to a cabin and doing something? What were we going to do?
Did we say that?
Yeah,
we did. We had a name.
We were
for
saying
it,
we should do this, and
We
now
had
I'm
a
wondering
name?
what was the end result?
Yeah, no,
gonna
we had
be?
a name. Greg was still alive.
It was Turbo Blotto.
Yeah,
That was
there
my
you
name.
go.
Yeah, and Greg was
God,
really
I
into it.
forgot.
He was
Yeah,
like,
he was all
you know,
about
what
it.
day? I need to put it in my calendar. And
Yeah,
like, but I can't remember what was the end result.
the poor guy just wanted to get away with the guys. We could
I have to look that up. I probably could look it up.
Yeah, we were gonna do that, the Turbo Blotto, and then I think we were
let's not
dabbling
let
into songwriting too, right? Because of our theme song and stuff. Oh, we could do this. We could write songs.
I didn't
We
think
should
it
do
was
this.
songs, but maybe it was.
we should do that.
It was
It
that,
looks
and it was
like
drinks.
it's
We're gonna do both.
2008.
You know, yeah. Next month.
It's on his list.
Not my stepdad has a place in Frankfurt, which is right on Lake Michigan. And
New
so
dad.
that's a place we could go and drink and walk around town and sit at the beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna try looking for it.
Ride bikes.
If we lose connection, then you know why.
Lock ourselves in there and come
Problem
up with
is.
some things. Me and Mike had a whole movie half written at HUD's one night on Tequila Day or something. Margarita Day.
Yeah, then we
Jacob's
forgot a lot
birthday.
of it the next day.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, I found it. It is April 2008.
Wow.
Turbo Drunko was another word.
This was like 2 years after we Turbo Drunko. God,
Greg suggested calling it Turbo Schmocho. I suggested Turbo Drunko.
Where'd Turbo Blotto come from? That was good.
Yeah, no, I suggested Turbo Blotto at the end because it was better, and then Greg didn't know what Blotto meant. But I don't know what was the reason for it.
Because the Turbo Ocho was probably 2008. Maybe
it must have just come out.
The Ocho and 8 probably went together.
And we probably thought, if we forced ourselves, we could come up with something creative like that. I don't know, like they did.
Yeah, it is. The group would write a new song, and Schmo would make a new drink.
Because
I was going to videotape it.
And I had just made the Schmoenade.
See?
There you go. There's a glimpse into Weatnik past.
Yeah, so
I don't know if we ever discussed that.
Concoctions.
This should be a new feature of our show. This day in Weatnik history.
We promised to do something, and we never did.
It'll be like Angela's digital clutter on Office Ladies.
We made a commitment to do something that we didn't honor.
That's what it is. Not this day. It's what did we commit and never do in Weatnik history? Turbo Blotto.
Remember the Coasties?
The Coasties. If we did this bit not doing the Coasties would win a Coastie. Somehow.
That gets nominated. That's a nomination right there.
Yeah, yeah. Best things we promised to do and never did.
Longest running gag with no payoff. Well, if we're just going to imitate Roger Clyne, we should come up with our own tequila.
Yeah.
Or tequila drink, Schmonade. Or Christmas tequila. We've done that.
Well, we were going to do our infused tequilas, which are in the stores now. People have done this. We thought about this how many years ago?
I put stuff. I made a whole mason jars, like all those little mason jars. I made all different types, and things just thank God I didn't drink some of them. They just started rotting. You got to do that right. You can't just put stuff in and put the top on.
But this was our big plan. We had, well, yeah, let's do this. We could sell this. We'll start a tequila infusion company.
What's our best tequila that we've drank that we infused ourselves?
It's the mango.
Yes,
by far.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, hands down.
Man, we drank that whole bottle.
Oh, now you're big fans of mango.
Oh, that was that was fantastic. Wasn't
that tequila was just a bunch of puns, but it was still good. Yeah, the dried mango. Was it just mango in there? Oh man.
Yeah.
And then we ate the dried mango that had.
Yeah, it was so good.
It's like eating the worm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mike's wife had to drive him home.
Yeah, we drank the whole thing. We said let's taste it. We wanted to taste it because it had been steeping for some time.
It was, I have to admit, that was a decent Father's Day. We just sat out in the garage. We watched US Open golf. We drank all the tequila and they cooked and whatever.
Should I dive into the concert roundups?
Sure.
Yes.
We had 6 concerts this month, and I was afraid we would have to cram them all into one episode. And I didn't want to do that because I haven't listened to all 6, and I didn't want to listen to all 6 all at once. And I don't know how Jimmy does it because I can't handle listening to his concerts like one after the other. But here he is doing it every other day. But what I meant to say when we had 6 concerts is that he's not doing any concerts next month in September. So there's no need to cram all 6 into this episode, which is nice. So we can just do 3 concerts this episode, do the other 3 next episode, and we'll be all set for when Jimmy comes back in October. That said, the first concert of August was in Bangor, Maine at the Maine Savings Amphitheater on Tuesday, August 2nd, and they went back to opening with Down at the La-Di-Da. Jimmy was changing up the opening song for the July leg, but now they're back to starting with Down at the La-Di-Da. Second song's Fins again. And here's a clip from the Slow Lane, just because Jimmy talks about all his favorite stops in between Maine and Florida. So it's like a little audio travelogue, and you might want to take note if you want to recreate all the restaurants that Jimmy goes to up and down along the East Coast.
Some people get fast, like you might take I-95 from here to Florida if you want to get there in a hurry, but US 1 and then A1 is like the slow lane to me, you know? So I'm going to take you on the slow lane trip. Like if I was going to leave here, I'd probably stop, down at Kittery at Bob's Clam Hut and get a lobster roll and go to Kittery Trading Post and buy some shit that I didn't need. And then probably soft shell crabs along the eastern shore. And then, she crab soup in Georgia. See, that's the slow lane we're on. So we're going to take you down there right now. Here we go. It's called Slow Lane.
The next clip is from Volcano, which is the next song, matter of fact. And this happens after the song. There was a really bad audio glitch. I was thinking it was the stream, but then Buffett commented about it too on stage. So I guess it happened live right there. So this is what it sounded like.
Whoa, there it was. I don't know what that was. I think that was some more leftover lightning bolts or something from here. What was that? Well, okay.
That was, I swear to God, I thought, Mickey, you put the second part in at that big static.
No, the bluegrass music was the Margaritaville song that they open with, that they come on stage with. They play a bluegrass, the sound guy plays a bluegrass version of Margaritaville as the band comes on stage.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was. After that, that was the bluegrass stuff was pre-recorded. And for some reason, it started playing then.
Okay, I was going to say, it's something pre-recorded now. It makes sense.
Yeah, that's their play on music. Next clip is from Cheeseburger, but instead of just doing the Mick and Mike Utley stuff, this is Jimmy's part of the introduction to Cheeseburger.
Yeah. How do you like your cheeseburger, Mr. Utley? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm seeing double over here. Wait, what's going on here? We've been doing this so long that little Mick Utley grew up to be big Mick Utley, and now we have two Utleys here. All right. It's a father and son reunion. And let's just say the lettuce and tomato doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well.
I just made that up right there. I did. But Mr. Utley just loves to do the introduction to this song because he's a cheeseburger lover too, and I know we got some out here now. Now you can have a turkey burger, you can have a no burger, you can have this, but every now and then the real deal comes out, right? So it's all in the family too, so they did this one time and it was really kind of cute. And now they've been working on it, which really, I don't know, but then Mac comes into the picture because somewhere down the line, Mick Utley married Mac McAnally's daughter, which makes Mike Utley and Mac McAnally co-daddy.
Co-daddy.
I don't know, getting close to Mormonism here or something. I don't know. Did I say that? Oh. I was reading the book. That's okay. Anyway, but they have. I'm just going to let them do this intro to this song because they like to do it. And I hope it pleases y'all out there. And share your ingredients, please.
Give it a little something, Pops. Well, we were just talking about cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers?
And we were saying.
They're having way too much
right
fun
there.
with that stuff.
I like the way his voice cracks. Next clip is He Went to Paris, that controversial song. And Jimmy changes a bit of the end. And I just included it just for the sake of it. It's not a huge change, but it was like, I wonder why he did that.
Through 95 years of perpetual motion, if he likes you, he'll smile and say, Alan, some of it's magic, some of it tragic, but I had a good life all the way.
The next thing of note, I didn't do an audio clip of it, but during the intro to Changes in Latitudes, he asks if the crowd is having fun on this Friday night, but it happened to be a Tuesday. And the next song after Changes was Scarlet Begonias, so they brought that back. And the final clip from the Banger Show is the final song, which again was Defying Gravity. And I noticed that Jimmy doesn't do the full song all the time. He might do just like the first chorus and then say goodnight. This time he actually sang part of the song in French.
Je lis sur grand ballon rond. Je n'ai jamais qui je puis tombant. Et même si je le fais, je vais sortir. Not tonight.
And
cool.
that's all the clips
That's-
from the Bangor, Maine show. The next show was in Bethel, New York on Thursday, August 4th. And that's around where Woodstock happened back in, I think, 1969. And this isn't the first time that Jimmy's played the Woodstock area. And he promised on Instagram and maybe Facebook, probably, that he would be doing some special things for the Woodstock concert. So everybody was looking forward to it. And then he didn't do anything really special. So I think a lot of people are upset about that, since he went out of his way to hype up that concert. But before we get into that, here's a clip from the Bing and Bong show. I'll just let it play on its own.
Bong, I really enjoyed the Flying Uglies. Any plan to upstage young Mick tonight?
Absolutely not.
No, yes.
We're pulling it from the show.
Oh, no.
Who is this?
This is Fins up from Scotland.
From
Kenny
Scotland?
the Kilt. Scotland, United Kingdom.
In the UK?
UK.
Yeah, good. Hey, Scotland, you know.
I know.
No, we're not going to pull it.
No,
I
good.
like watching it. Plus, it's a good break for me. But I've noticed, but you know what?
What have you noticed?
I've noticed. Let's see, who's our guy up there from? Scott? No,
Kenny the
Kenny from
Kilt.
Scotland.
Kenny the Kilt.
No,
Kenny
so
the Kilt.
it's Scott from Kennyland. No, or Kenny from Scotland. Which one is it?
Did you take answer? I did. It's just left over from.
Yeah, I'm having a flashback.
Right, exactly.
Where were we on those questions?
Oh, but that's
Did you ever wear a kilt?
No,
No,
but I wore
never
a
wore
dress. Jason Nebaum.
Me too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What
I want to. No, I won't get into that.
No,
I want
was
to
in
cross.
Durban, South Africa.
Yeah, I want a cross-dressing beauty contest in college.
Wow.
There's photos of it too.
I knew
Stan, we need to find those photos out there.
All right.
Call John Hines. He'll know where they are.
Yeah, don't brag about that one.
Yeah.
So Schmo, do you want to share your kilt story?
Well, I probably have. But yes, I wore a kilt to everybody's delight. I tell you what,
Everyone's delight.
it was like I've said before, it was nice and breezy and comfortable, and it was cool. I really liked it. And it had weapons. It comes with weapons. They were fake. Like a knife, dagger, or whatever. It's in one of the socks or something.
And he would like to wear it in his regular rotation, even now.
If it was considered okay, I would love it. But I'm not going to just go wearing skirts because that's just not me. I don't want to.
I think it's considered okay, as long as it's got a tartan. If it
Yeah.
is just a skirt, then you probably
But
will.
They don't
attract
go around
attention.
wearing them unless it's something it's kind of formal. But that would be great. It was better than a suit. Way better. than a
Oh
suit.
God, I bet. Oy.
Yeah. Monkey suit or kilt. Nice breeze
dress.
going in. Though they did traditionally you don't wear underwear. You just wear the kilt. But they demanded I wear underwear at
He was the
rental
only one.
place.
Everybody
No, the
else could
rental-
go.
The rental place,
commando
we
for
asked
Joe.
that you wear underwear. So I don't know, some might have been, but they asked specifically. And plus, it
They
felt
saw
kinda
Joe
weird.
walk in. You're wearing underwear.
Exactly. Plus, it's kind of weird. You don't rent kilts, you hire them. So I hired a kilt in Glasgow, and yeah, you're wearing. Who else has wore these things? So I guess it's probably better that I wore underwear.
Next clip is from the intro to 5 o'clock somewhere.
See this Alan Jackson fella from Georgia. In the very same time zone we're in right now, he figured out that it didn't really matter very much what time it was when it came down to whether you're going to have a beer right now or not. You know.
How many people would like a beer right now?
That seems like a quorum.
Yes, a quartum. All right, go ahead with your story.
And he had a song that went with
That's all I wanted to include. Next clip is from Cheeseburger in Paradise, and here we go with another classic Mick and Mike Utley intro.
So go ahead and do your little intro here.
Yes. How do we like our cheeseburgers? We like them with.
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You go.
No,
please.
you go ahead.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
Heinz 57 and French fried potato.
A big kosher pickle.
And a cold draft beer.
Good God Almighty.
Which way do I steer?
Now Mike is getting higher. His
Yeah,
voice is going up to match
I was
his
hoping
son.
Mick would go lower,
Right. That's not what's happening.
but Mike's voice already is kind of higher. But Mick beat him.
He's kicking it up a notch. Ugh.
The big special Woodstock songs that Jimmy did were not that special because they're songs that he's already done. The first one was Scarlet Begonias, and he did a big intro about the Grateful Dead, who were at Woodstock, the original Woodstock. And the feed went out for most of the song, and it didn't come back till the middle of Pirate Looks at 40. And then the next big shout out to Woodstock was Southern Cross, where Jimmy did a big intro about Crosby, Stills, and Nash, even though technically it was Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young who were at Woodstock, and Crosby, Stills, and Nash who did Southern Cross. But that's just me being pedantic and knowing how to use Google. The final clip is the final song, which was Last Mango in Paris. And it was kind of interesting because they did Last Mango in Paris, and then Jimmy announces that's it at the end of the song, as if there was more expected. But he just decided to, we'd reached the peak. Can't do better than this wonderfully written song that I did. And so he just ends the concert. And then he does band intros as the very final thing. And then that's it. But the weird thing was, and I've edited this clip so it's just so you can hear the that's it part and then the end of the intros, because at the end of the intros he introduces himself, which I don't recall him ever doing before. So here we go.
Good night. That's it.
Coral Reefer Band. The Flying Udleys, Mike and Mick. Mac McAnally, and moi. Good night, drive carefully, we love you. Peace.
So that's the Woodstock show, which was August 4th, 2022 on a Thursday. The next concert was Saturday at Bristow, Virginia, and my watch just chirped at me. That's why I interrupted. Here's a clip from the Bing and Bong show, where Jimmy tells a story about his wardrobe and also introduces a brand new song.
How are you, man?
I meditate today. I sleep when I meditate. The best meditation is sleeping.
Yeah, I love this shirt.
You do?
Yeah, where did you come
Well, thank
from?
you, big boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where did it come from?
Let's give a big hand to Lourdes and her team back there.
Lourdes, yeah.
Come
Leanne
on.
Lourdes, yeah.
Our wardrobe lady, she's just the best.
Yes, she is.
Coming up with new stuff
This
all the
comes
time.
on a hanger. I just pick it up.
And put it on.
But
Let's hear about this.
the other day,
Yeah.
I went into the little bag that had the biggest item here, these sweatbands. And I had on orange sweatbands and they did not match my outfit.
Well, maybe somebody didn't coordinate that.
No, it was maybe, but yeah, I thought they were red. And then I came out and Laura stopped me at the last minute before I went off stage. She said, no.
So
I went, what? She threw herself in front of this. She threw herself in front of this dangerous sweatband.
You can't go any further.
That's it.
Stop! Jimmy, stop!
Stop for the love of God.
Don't go any further. Don't do it, Jimmy, for the love of God. Okay, well, anyway.
That was a big week.
I screwed up. Oh, man. I hit the keyboard.
How are you?
Big week for
We're
you guys.
practicing. Come on, let's practice.
Come on in here.
We're practicing.
Yeah, man. He ain't got but one arm. He lost his shoulder. He ain't done.
Not that again.
Yeah,
I tore my bicep.
They told
You and Putin.
yeah. Hey, let's see. He's
You
one
doing
of
the
them, too.
Putin? You doing the Putin?
Here we go.
I want to use this hand.
All right.
Okay, so I want you to write this down. This is called
Mac, don't lift up that
Mac
right
just
shoulder.
had a little right arm attack, and now he's doing the Putin, doing the Putin. Mac just had a little back attack, and doing the Putin, doing the Putin.
What?
What the hell?
Woo!
You better let me at him. You better let me at him.
Anyway,
What are you laughing at? Doing the
That
Putin?
one's gonna
doing the
stick.
Putin. It's a new dance.
It's big on TikTok.
Yeah,
Is it?
doing the Putin.
Oh, I'm on TikTok now. Kygo got me on TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
All right, guys.
we'll see you
Yeah.
Is
from.
that it?
See there, Mick?
Okay.
So what's better, last thing on Paris or doing the Putin? Where did he
Oh.
mature as a songwriter?
He didn't rely on those Moon June spoon rhymes. Next clip. Oh, actually, I skipped a little note. They brought back Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw for the Bristow show. And then right after that, they did One Particular Harbor, and Jimmy added a little bit to the song, which I took note of and thought was not intriguing, thought was curious. Then, whoops, nope, can't do that. And right after Margaritaville, they did the band intros like Jimmy sometimes does. Sometimes he does it right after Margaritaville before they all leave, and then sometimes he waits till everybody comes back for the encores. This time they did it right after Margaritaville. They did the intros, and then curiously, they didn't take a break. They went right into the encores while everybody was still out there. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like, why bother? If nobody has to pee, just do the rest of the songs. And so that was kind of cool. But I enjoyed the I forgot to mention. Yeah, I did. Never mind. I did. I like to do the first song and the end song, but I already did that. I didn't say Bethel. The first song was Down at the La-Di-Da again, and it was same for Bristow too, Down at the La-Di-Da. The final song for Bristow was Defying Gravity. And here's a little bit from the band intros that I just kind of glossed over because Jimmy gave Mac a new last name.
Nick Utley. Mike Utley. Mac Utley.
And there you go. That's the final clip. The very next show was the Jones Beach concert. And I did listen to it to prepare for this episode, but I couldn't find a single thing to actually make a clip of. So I'm not saying the concert was bad. It was a great show, but it's like Jimmy has
Nothing
become
different.
Jimmy and the Reefers have become such a well-oiled machine that they just, they know their songs, they know the intros, and they're just putting on a great show for everybody. But they didn't make it all that unique for me trying to pick the differences out between the shows. So I'm not skipping Jones Beach. I'm going to try and listen to it again and see if maybe I was in a bad mood or something, because this was my fourth concert.
Maybe you fell asleep.
Maybe I very well could have, or been too intent on playing solitaire at the same time I was listening to the show. So I'm going to listen to it again. Maybe we'll have some clips in the next episode. But for now, those 3 concerts from the beginning of August will comprise the concert roundups for this episode. And then we got Jones Beach for next month, Mansfield for next month, and the big Alpine Valley show. Did you guys listen to Alpine Valley, by the way?
I did not. That's
I heard
their makeup show, right? They get
yeah, it was a
rained out or
week.
something.
No, I was going to say it's a week late, but no, it was longer than that. It was like a month late.
Yeah.
I did listen to a bit of it. I've recorded all the shows, so I can listen to them later, but I only listened to a bit of it live. And that crowd is just amazing. The crowd at Alpine Valley is just amazing. They're so loud. They're so into it. They're with their shit-stained hands because they have no sinks or anything to wash their hands with. They are so into it.
That's what they're known for.
Yeah, good thing I have soap, so my hands aren't shit stained.
You know, that's true. Maybe nowadays everybody's bringing hand sanitizer. Maybe it's actually a healthy environment for once.
How much hand sanitizer do you need to get the shit stains off?
They're stains. It's not just a little bit.
I couldn't
know.
resist.
Bring little brushes, nail brushes with you. Lava soap.
I know that was uncalled for, but I couldn't resist.
We've been pretty brutal to Alpine Valley over
I
the
know.
years.
I always like it when you guys are. With your
I'm
little
still not
Alpine Valley.
thrilled about the venue, but I cannot deny that crowd is amazing.
You've
They're
said this
so
many times
into it.
before.
They're so loud. Every applause break lasts like 3 times longer than any other Buffett stop. It's just amazing.
And they were talking about on Radio Margaritaville that one of the DJs at the time, I heard them talking about the show. They were raving about how nice, how good it is. What a great venue, what a great show it is and stuff. And I just keep thinking, I think about Mick and our experience there. We just had we had bad weather and it was a lot of
How many times you just went there once, right? Just that's
all we
went back.
That would win a Coastie.
I mean, we beat it up, but we've got loyal listeners from that area, and they try to call us out, and we admittedly we bashed it,
but we got to give them their due. They love Brown Eyed Girl. They go nuts for it, right?
And he loves it because he keeps going back. He goes back there more often than he comes here. So
yeah.
What can you say?
No, you mean Alpine Valley?
Yeah.
No, I think he's been to Pine Knob more than Alpine Valley.
Has he? I mean, of late, in recent years.
Yeah, because he hasn't been to Alpine Valley in a few years.
Oh, okay.
Because they shut down that one season, and then he didn't go there because of COVID. So I think the total at Alpine Valley is 25. And I think it's more at Pine Knob. I thought it was closer to 30, if not over 30. Then again,
Plus
what do I know?
There was the 3 Comerica Park shows. And Palace we had.
All right, so my argument is nothing. It's okay. Then they suck. When Jimmy was singing the verse in French earlier today, that got me thinking. Remember Zachary Richard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I got
one of the Palace shows. One of the Palace shows.
Yep, another connection. Yeah. And then I recall I got this email, and I thought it was just recently, but I'm thinking it might have been like back in March or that time frame. He's got a new album.
Does he?
Yeah, and it's on Apple Music. And it looks like there's some stuff that he's already done. There's some Sunset on Louisiana. I think that's a song that he's already done.
Yeah, it's on Snakebite Love.
There you go.
And it was also in Treme, I think.
Cote Blanche Bay. I think that
same
that
album.
might be on that one. So, it might be like French versions of these things, but yeah, some of them are already we've heard. So I've not listened to this thing, but it came out March 25th, 2022.
Oh, you silly goose.
I know. That's ridiculous.
I just added it to my library. Boy, he got old, huh? Well, we all stayed.
Oh,
so
yeah.
young.
I just
it's
got
amazing that I stayed so young, but
he looks like I don't know, like a Tony Bennett kind of, that.
He looks like Pete Seeger, kind of.
I got him in a suit. I guess I got the cover of the.
I've got him
album, right?
This is off Wikipedia. I've got him in a shirt with a guitar. He looks like Pete Seeger.
Ah.
Oh, I got him like this in a
button-up shirt. He looks like Harrison Ford and Mike's.
Oh yeah, he does. Wow, and
he does. He does. And then he's just
funny.
like in this cool suit.
Get off my plane. That's how they all.
I think about that show a lot. I just saw him that one time at the Palace.
Well, we saw him at Sully's in Dearborn.
Yeah, the Dearborn
it was ridiculous.
place.
Tiny little place. It was Mick and I. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. That was
I recorded it.
fantastic. What a fantastic show! Because
I
they're all
recorded it, but I don't think it came out very well.
such
Which
professional.
is a shame because he was right in front of me.
Yeah, they're professional, like polished musicians, and they're like standing at the same level as you, right in front of you,
Mhm.
and playing this. You know, it was incredible.
And we got to talk to him after the show.
Yeah.
Kinda.
No, I got a photo with him somewhere.
Yeah, I have
My
a terrible
ex is in
photo
there,
with him.
but, yeah, I gotta cut my ex out of
And
it.
that the washboard, the guy playing washboard talked his way into performing with the band. I think he wanted to
that's
play
right. He was a
accordion.
local guy.
Yeah, he wanted to play accordion or something, and the best that Zachary Richard would do was let him play washboard. And he was like really surly about having to do that.
But that's what he was playing, or was he already? He just talked himself, or was he playing it out in the crowd?
No,
okay.
I think it was during an intermission or something, or maybe it was right before the encores or something. I can't remember that detail.
He was a big fan and stuff, so we wanted.
Okay, so he just talked himself
Yeah,
up
he
there,
he
and they gave
buttonholed
him a
Zachary and
washboard.
was. Yeah, he wanted to play. I think he played accordion. He wanted to play in the worst way, as they say. And the best that Zachary would do was give him a washboard and say, stand, 5 people away from me and play washboard. And then I think we got a photo of him, and he wanted. I was going to offer to mail it to him, but he was insisting that we come to his show. And I kept saying, I'm not going to your show. I'm more than happy to put the photo in the post office or in the mailbox, but I'm not going to your show. So if that's the only way you're going to get the photo, then you're not getting the photo. And he kept just saying, no, just come to the show. Come to the show. It'll be great. It's like, I never went to a show.
Oh.
So I never got the photo. And I don't even think I have the photo. I think that I took the photo with Mike's camera.
Oh, then who knows where that is then?
Yeah. But you do have a copy of the photo with me, and it's horrible. Because Zachary plays that joke on you when you're standing next to him, and like put his arm around you, and then he'll lean over and go, orgasm. And I went, oh. And so that's the photos. Me go, oh, me looking like a dumbass standing next to Zachary. Zachary Richard's all cool and suave, and I'm oh. So Mike has offered Mike has offered me the photo, and I do not want it. I don't even want to see it again because I look so stupid.
Next month.
That's right. I gotta find it.
Bastard.
I'll damn thing.
I'll put it in the show, but I don't want it.
All right, I gotta find it. I have to make it my mission to find that thing.
You do have it because you did show it to me, and not. I mean, like years later, you came across it.
Yeah, it's in the box. I know what box it is. I don't know where the box is. I think I know where it is because the one with I'm in it with my ex and Zachary. I just need to do some.
I think he said orgasm to your wife, so she looks kind of weird, but
she did look very weird. Yeah,
and I think she was also wasted, but
apart from that too.
But I just look stupid.
2 drinks.
I just look stupid.
But I remember that was a classic night because it was a Cajun night, or they had Cajun food there and stuff. The food was fantastic, and the show was great. It was just one of those nights.
That's that guy. I forget his name, but he ended up cooking at Howell's some years later.
Yeah,
that guy that ran Sully's with some silent partners or whatever, and
Jimmy, was it Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he made he had jambalaya that the freezer went down at Howell's at one point, and we stored a bunch of stuff in our freezer at our house. And when we returned it, I kept some food back. And it was all these big plastic bags that were flat and frozen, and the jambalaya was awesome. It was really good.
They had crawfish, and Mick had never seen crawfish before.
That wasn't it. That was Buckwheat Zydeco. That
was
Mardi
it?
Gras.
Okay, I'm getting them
that
mixed
was Mardi Gras.
All right.
Yeah, Buckwheat Zydeco was at Sully's. And that was an awesome show too, because Buckwheat Zydeco is just great.
Yeah, that was awesome too, because another, what a talent.
That band kicks ass.
Yeah, man.
But that was a different night.
Buckwheat? Because I left that. I got there and left because of my ex for the Buckwheat show.
I think it was Sully's. It was Sully's. That was the
Yeah.
It was Buckwheat.
That was
It was
Sully's.
the same
But
place.
I saw him. He played at Sully's another
Mhm.
time, and I went and saw him.
Oh,
Okay,
maybe.
But I'm pretty sure it was so crowded, and I think it was the Mardi Gras, that we left. I walked in, and then I was told we we're leaving, and I went out this back door.
Oh, I
Mm.
think I remember that because it was too loud or something.
Yeah, too loud and crowded.
It was
Yeah,
crowded.
It was
very
Mardi
crowded.
Gras.
But
Yeah,
it's
it was
Mardi
very
Gras.
crowded.
It was a New Orleans party.
I mean, it was pre-COVID for sure. But yeah.
Well, yeah, by like a decade or two.
yeah.
Well, no, I know,
multiple
but I meant
decades.
Or
it
three.
was a different life that we'll never have again. But yeah, I wish I stayed. But
I don't
saw
think I got
Buckwheat.
any food on that Mardi Gras festival thing because, well, the shrimp were ugly for one thing, but it was just so crowded. You couldn't get anything. I just ordered beers all night long. So that was my Mardi Gras dinner.
That was the thing.
That was super crowded.
I can't
and
pronounce
it was
consonants
noisy. I get it.
anymore.
All right, guys, I better get
We need an ending.
with that. Oh God,
Yeah, where's the joke?
I was doing
Isn't
a
it
little
on your
research.
list? Come on, Schmo. Someone's have to work tomorrow.
Hmm. He's got a long drive too.
Got a
Mike.
long drive.
Why? God, this is not. It wasn't responding. My phone.
What are you looking for?
I'm just.
How to end a show. I saw 2 pretty decent dad jokes today.
Okay, go ahead.
So, actually, I saw a bunch of dad jokes, but 2 of them actually made me come close to chuckling.
There are some good ones on TikTok where those guys are sitting there drinking their coffee.
Oh
Two
God,
guys that
yes,
sit there and they tell dad jokes to each other.
yeah. See, this would be
Try to
part of
make
our
each other
TikTok.
laugh. Yeah.
The other day, I spotted an albino Dalmatian. It was the best I could do for him.
See, that was good.
My wife and I laugh at how competitive we are, but I laugh more.
Do you have to take a sip of your coffee mug before?
Yeah. My dog ate a whole pile of Scrabble tiles, so I took him to the vet. No word yet. I love these things. I do. I love these guys. If a child refuses to nap, are they resisting arrest? That's just a pun, like last mango in Paris.
Okay, here are the 2 that I saw. I didn't think orthopedic shoes would help, but I stand corrected.
That's pretty good.
And the other one was, I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday. Not only is it terrible, it's also terrible.
That's great. I thought it was going to be all the different words. I thought it was going to be. That's cool. That's a twist on the usual joke.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Here's another one. It's not as good though. My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at the zoo.
This
These
source
are-
one better.
These are exactly what the guys with the cups at the marina or whatever.
They're sitting on a dock or
dock.
something.
Yeah, they're on a dock.
Who cares if I don't know what the word apocalypse means? It's not the end of the world.
This is the newest thing. There's a Twitter I follow that's all these different puns that are actually pretty good. How much does a roof cost? And nothing. It's on the house. Here's my friend Joe recently went on the Dolly Parton diet. It really made Jolene. Well, that's gonna have to do. Bruce, here's for Mike. Bruce Lee was fast, but he had an even faster brother. Suddenly.
See, now you're regressing into your old puns and crap jokes.
Yeah.
These aren't.
Yeah, some of them are good. So I applied for a job hanging mirrors. It's something I can see myself doing. These are what some of these are what those guys would say.
It sounds like one that I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went. Then it dawned on me. I lost my mood ring. Not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, I could see one of those guys telling that.
Never trust an atom. They make up everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go
We
back to this
said that
one.
one last time.
Geology rocks, but geography is where it's at. Grapes are the toughest fruit. When you crush them, they only let out a little wine.
Why did I laugh at that?
I once forgot the word for boomerang, but then it came back to me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. My daddy used to always tell that.
Did you hear Lady Gaga is going on tour with the Goo Goo Dolls? It's going to be called the Goo Goo Gaga Tour.
This is the same stuff that's on his Twitter feed. They're just using the same source.
Yep.
I told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows on too high. She seemed surprised. I once sent almost a dozen wordplay jokes into a contest to better my chances of winning, but no pun intended. I think that's it. I think I actually.
Not only is it terrible,
it's
terrible.
also
terrible.
Not just it's terrible. It's terrible. I was really I didn't even listen to the world. It's it's horrible. It's mischievous. It's just that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a winner.
I was going to say that should be the name of the episode, but it can't be because that'll spoil it.
Terrible.
Not only is it terrible, it's also terrible. That would be the name of the episode. Episode 251. If you made it to the end of this recording, you know that that's the actual secret name of this episode. Not only is it terrible, it's also terrible.
It's also terrible.
It's all so terrible. Hey, that's what I'm going to put. It's all so
there you
terrible.
Go. Nice. It just solved itself.
All right, guys. I better. I gotta work in the morning.
Yep.
I don't have to go to the office though. At least I don't have to go.
I got to go to the office. Damn it.
I know you do.
Sucks.
But hey, big match tomorrow.
Big match tomorrow. Robot Joe. Good luck at big match. Yeah, we gotta make a appearance tomorrow. Gotta golf well. Must golf well. All right, can't hear him anymore.
Shutdown mode activated.
Leave meat.
Wasting away